Okay, thank you. Good morning, all. My name is Lynn Paola Jopan. Jopan, that means the person that helps in Bamileke, one of the 240 plus languages of my country, Cameroon. We all know about the stories about slaves being imported from Africa by the Western world. But what do we really know about where they're from? We cannot talk about Black history without talking about Africa, without starting by Africa. We are made by the past. We are made by how we conceive of the past, by how we think of the past. Many of us have been crippled with a certain false history of the past. A lot of people say, oh, the past is dead, but we live the past, and the past is the life in us. 500 years ago, our people started being stolen from us, our identity trying to be erased from us. Since then, everything the Western world gives back to us is just more pain and suffering. My little brothers and sisters, which are supposed to go to school right now, are spending 18 hours per day mining for the precious diamond rings, mining for the precious cobalt, for the precious phones. Animals raped for the precious zoos we go to for our entertainment. I could spend the rest of this speech just talking about everything that has been taken from us for less than nothing. I come from the richest country in the world, located in the richest continent in the world. We are blessed with infinite beauty of fauna and flora, producing the most exquisite harvest of coffee, timber, gold, diamond, platinum, cocoa, you name it, we've got it. The Western world depends on Africa, but we are constantly giving the impression that Africa is poor and rarely dying. What will my ancestors, which were queens and kings dressed in gold, could think when they realized we're now seen as second-class citizens of this world? What could they think when I, their descendants, have to stand in front of a so diverse community, still having to talk about how great we are? Personally, I don't like using the word slaves because it implies that that is what those people were. I prefer saying enslaved people. The Western world did not take slaves from Africa. They took mathematicians, they took doctors, they took engineers, they took kings and queens, people like you and me. Kingdoms and empires broke down. People that lived in perfect equilibrium of nature and knowledge saw their lives go downhill ever after. 500 years later, although most of the humanitarian abuse perpetrators stopped, Africa is still bleeding. My land is still bleeding. I am still bleeding. I came here to get the best education because I want to succeed. By succeeding, I don't mean being rich or having an amazing job or driving expensive cars. By succeeding, I mean be able to help my people, stop the suffering, the killing, the injustice in its whole. I know it will just be like a grain of sand on the beach, but I am ready. Because not doing anything is even worse than participating. It may not concern you directly, but the only thing I will add is, please, try to educate yourself. I'm not asking you to read 1,000 pages on the history of Africa or being able to name every single country. But please, to make the world better tomorrow, so your children have to be seated here to listen to a speech as this one. And my children, don't have to be standing up here to give a speech as this one. That is not normal. Educate ourselves. To finish, I will say that Nyomi eleke bon, nyomi eleke bon bon bon, ak pitik batak pe. Thank you.